Good morning, everyone. It is what? It's Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Already, Charlotte? Okay, it is Tuesday, and y'all are seeing this on Wednesday. We're going to. Sorry, I'm just checking out. Maggie's getting into stuff. We are going to finish this little pine cone that we started yesterday. And like I mentioned, I went ahead and just kept doing what we were doing up to the very top. Isn't she pretty? Then this just looks so pretty. Okay, so next is the hanger. And I thought about this, but I thought, oh, I don't know. Let's look at this. It's pretty wide. It is beautiful, but you know what? I'm not going to use it, and I'll tell you why. If you needed to put this on a tree hanger, an ornament hanger, it would just bunch up and be really too wide. So I am going to be using, I think, I've got this tool, which is really, really pretty. And I get, well, it's the same thing. It's wide. That's just a little piece that I had left over from this one here when I used this. I don't want to use the baker's twine, not on this satiny looking. So I think I'm going to use this sheer ribbon right here. This is what I'm going to use. And I think what I'm going to do to this is crisscross it. And if that doesn't make sense, it's okay. Everything is sticking to me. Oh, geez, guys, when I am done with Christmas, I can clean this mess up and I'll be so happy. I think what I'm going to do is layer this over this like this. Just kind of make an X so it goes like that. And I want to give enough length. If it's too long, you know, you can always cut a knot. I'd rather have it be long, and I'd rather have it be too long than not long enough. So I'm going to stick this and hope that it's even. Let me stick this in there like that and hope, yeah, I was kind of afraid that was going to happen. I'm going to have to hold, how am I going to hold on to that? I want to know that this is going to hang even. So let me see. Do I have something I can stick down in there? Let's stick this down in there. I don't want to poke too many holes, but that'll work. So I just need to look to see. I think I can just put it back the tiniest bit. Let me move this back just the tiniest bit like that. And then I'm going to have to trust that. And I think, and I usually don't do this, but I think I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on this. And I am using Fabrifix. I do have my hot glue gun plugged in. I took the ribbon. Oh boy, I hope I'm not making a mess. I took some of that ribbon and I made 2 bows, one for each side. And I'm going to hot glue those on there. So, I'm sitting there thinking, I know that hot glue is going to melt. What did we used to do? Maybe what I need to do is take a little piece of, you know what might be pretty is a little piece of lace. I wonder. if I took a little piece of lace, sorry, I'm rooting around in my lace bags looking for something that I think might work. Hold on just a second. This is from Angel Dream Crafts. Kim on Etsy. I am thinking, oh my goodness, that's beautiful. But you're not going to see it, so doily over there would be, over that would be really, really pretty. Maybe what we used to do is put, take the ribbon all the way up to the center. But like I said, I haven't made one of these literally in years. So let's take this piece of lace and I'm going to take a little dab of glue. I think that was a lot more than a little dab, Charlotte. And I'm going to put this on there like that. And then let's see, is that going to mess the hanger up? Let me see real quick before that takes. I've got it all on me now. Is that going to mess the hanger up? I might have to cut that flower, and that's okay. But I'm thinking that's going to work. And then let me put a couple pins in here. What happens at the top is just as important as the pine cone, but we're going to cover a lot of this up. Well, we're probably going to cover most of it up. This is just giving me a base. Okay, I am going to cut this so that my handle will come through like that. Yes. And then do the same thing here. So if you're doing one of these, you just continue with the ribbon that you're using all the way through, and you won't have an issue. So let's see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pin this down because it wants to come up. Let's pin this down. I mean, I could glue it, but I don't want to glue it. I want as little glue on here as possible. But let's get this to stay down. There we go. That's what I want. And I don't need these. I'm going to take these off. We don't need that. Okay, so what's next, Charlotte? All right, let's see where I want these bows. So do I want these bows this way? Do I want these bows this way? This was the idea. This way like that. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. So yes, I am putting hot glue on this ribbon. I am. And I'm going to put that ribbon right there, right in the center. And I'm going to apply some pressure. And then I am going to put glue on that. Just like that. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Then you can easily, I mean, if you've got holly, poinsettias, any kind of leafy anything, pearls, gems, more ribbons, netting, anything like that. You can just start now to play with decorating the top of this. Yeah, that's good. You can just start now playing with decorating the top of this. So where did I put that? Like that. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, what if I just bunched this up? Just bunch this up like this. Put that on like that. Look at, even that's pretty. Look at that. Just bunched it up and put it on there. But I got in my bag. Look, I've got these leaves. How pretty are these? Look at that. So, let's play with this. I don't need that. Take that off and see. That's pretty. I'm going to stick that in there. Get a little glue on that. Come on, Charlotte. Get a little glue on that and stick that way up in there like that so you don't see the stem. Make sure you don't glue your little tails down. Just so you have a little bit of... And what we're doing to one side, we're going to turn around and do the other. Okay, see, this is what I mean about getting quiet. When I don't know what I'm going to do, you kind of get in that work mode and you're just thinking and doing your thing. It's like being back at work again. And then, of course, we want some in the front. Got to have some in the front. And then I've got these pearls. So, you know what I think? I don't even know where that came from. We can get rid of this before I end up spilling this out all over and never find it. I work on carpet. Isn't that lovely? So, this is just going to stick to every single thing that I've got. Let's cut this off. I think. Am I even on camera? I think I am. Okay. So we've got that. I definitely do not, I mean, we have to hide that. That's never going to work for me. So let's see what we're going to do here. That's just a little bit too big, I think. And if you're going to ask me in the comments, how do you know it's too big? If you think it's too big, it's too big. And you're all that matters. So if you think it's too big, it's too big. If you have to ask yourself, is that too big, then it's too big. So I think, let's just put this on before I drive everybody watching crazy. So, glue. We're going to put that right there like that. Try not to burn ourselves. I can already see I've got glue strings everywhere. You know the best way to get rid of glue strings? Get your hair dryer out. Your hair dryer out and just turn it on. And those strings just go away. I don't know where they go, but they go away. And then we're going to put another one right there, I think. I didn't want any red on this, but I was looking for my white poinsettias, the ones you saw me use in the journals, and I can't find them, and I know I had some left over. And they're probably sitting in this horrendous mess that I've got. I know y'all are laughing at me. and probably thinking, how in the world can that woman work in that disaster? And I've about hit my limit. I have to tell you, I've about hit my limit with a disaster, and I am to where I have to clean up. But the problem is, once I start cleaning up, I'm not doing oh, look what I just found. I'm not doing videos. That's the problem. Once I start to clean up, there's no videos because there's no time to make videos. So look at that. Okay, let's do the same thing here and look at, I've got white poinsettia flowers. Okay, we are getting somewhere. So we're going to use that. It's just like being at work. The mess everywhere. See, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take much at all to create a mess. And my husband, he's like, you've got glitter on your face. And I'm like, I'm just a sparkly woman. What can I say? I said to him, you make me so happy that I just sparkle. And of course, he just looks at me like, you've lost your mind. Because we've been married 50 years. So there you go. Giving away my age. Okay. So I'm going to put one here. I'm so glad I found those white poinsettias. I knew I had some. I knew I didn't use them all. So I'm happy, happy, happy. If you had a white and gold tree, oh my gosh, would this be gorgeous? Can you just imagine? Some people love to decorate their trees all white and gold or white and silver. They're so beautiful. This would be absolutely the epitome, I think, of elegance. Look at how pretty that is. Of course, it's not going to stay that way because, I mean, nobody wants to see that. So I think the next thing I need to do before I think about adding balls is see where I'm going to put these. Now, I do have some white roses, handmade paper roses, and I just could really get this thing a-going. We could really turn this into a complete and utter masterpiece. Come on. I know you want to get out of there. I also know everybody loves the sound of that crackle paper. So, I don't want red. I do not want red. So we'll set that aside. Now let's see, now that I've done all that, I may not want any of it. And you know, these are all, they're layered, but they always come out flat. So you just have to kind of, I like to call it, you just 3D them. That's kind of how I look at it. You just kind of 3D them. Oh yeah, it's going to go right there. Yep. A little bit of hot glue. This is why I wasn't too worried about the hanger, because once you start hot gluing things and getting them on, the hanger's not going anywhere. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, the other side. And you noticed I took 4 out. And I usually work in odds. You know that too about me. But I don't know if odds is going to work. So let's just see. Let's see what trouble we can get into. You have to hide your mechanics. The mechanics on this being those stems, because Nobody wants to see those stems. So, do we want a flower down there? I don't think so. I don't think it helps any at all. Let's fluff this up just a little bit. Now I have, just to share this little bit of information, I have pearls on a string that would be really pretty, just looped and kind of hanging down. So if you have anything like that, you could do that. You could do beads hanging down. I mean, there's just, you could just keep on going and going. And we need to tame these. Look at how beautiful this is. Okay, we're going to get into, do I want, I've got two different kinds here. I've got this, which is, oh my word, that is really pretty. I don't want this. I don't, well, maybe I do want a little bit of that because that does look good. Done with that, I think. And then I've got these. Oh my gosh, guys, do you see? You can just go and go and go and go. Just like that little ever-ready bunny. You could go and go and go. I think, yes, this is screaming for some of this. If you're asking me where I got this, I've had it hanging around just like everything else for quite a while. So I don't know for sure. I want that little one there. I do know that. We're going to pick and choose because we can. And if you're going to say, Charlotte, won't the glue melt this? Well, yeah, it can and it will. You have to be careful. So, what do we want to do? I know I don't like the center like that. So I know that I do want, oh my goodness, do you see that? I need something just to set this guy in, and I don't have anything to set him in. I need him to sit upright for me so I can work on him. And I'm kind of looking around seeing what do I have that's empty that I can set this in, and I just don't see a thing. So let's see how we can do this. That has just got to be like that. So, all right, here we go. A little bit of glue there. And stick that right down there in between those ribbons. And then take this other little one and see what we want to do with him. Yes, we want him in there. Gonna stick him in there. Do you see that, how pretty that is? It's just beautiful. That is beautiful. Now, we've got some more of this. We could. Oh, do you see that, guys? Yeah, that looks so good. So we are going to do this. Just kind of tuck this up in there underneath the bow. Just kind of push it up there. Look at how pretty that is. And of course, because we did that to that side, I think we want to do it to this side. Doesn't have to be exact. Just kind of stick it in there and have a look. See what you think. That is quite a bit longer than the other one, so. You want it balanced when it's sitting on the tree. You don't want to be looking at it and going, oh. But they don't have to look exactly the same either. So we're going to take this. You have to be careful that you don't make one side heavy so that the other, so that your, when you hang it, it wants to tilt a certain way. Well, I stuck that where I don't want that there. I'm going to put it right in there like that. We can have it go like that. That's okay. Turn this. There we go. So I need to look down on this. Yeah, you can see down on it. Do you see how it's pretty level? It's pretty even, and look at how beautiful. Oh my gosh, guys, this is absolutely stunning, stunning. And I could literally just keep going and going and going and adding this to it. I could, but I don't want to because I think I want to add some of these. And so now the question is, do we want that? Or do we want that? Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to go with this. I just have to make a decision. Okay, we're going to add this, and then I'm going to say we're done. And I'm going to use these two down here. So I'm just going to clip these just like that. And just like this. The best thing to do is when this stuff all goes on sale, whether it's Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever your craft store is, get it when you can and use it next year. You know, don't think, oh, I'll wait till next year, because you might forget, you can always use this stuff depending upon what you like to do. And it bends, you can kind of twist it and bend it. And so I'm going to cut this whole one off, and I'm going to cut two because I know if I use it, what I do to one side, I'm going to be doing to the other. So I'm going to take two of these, and we'll see what we do. Okay. So let's see what we've got. Boy, that just looks good. I can see putting one of these pearls like right up in there. Maybe, look at that. Okay. So I'm like, what can I hold on to? Let me see if this will work. I don't want to get burned. I really don't. So let's see. I've been burned so many times, you guys. You have no idea. Oh, okay. How about another one? This one. So I had a comment where somebody's like, I love watching you craft. Please don't not do the craft with me's. Please don't not do them. And I'm going to do them. I am going to do them. I just have to figure out a good way to do them. That's my problem. Is I've got to figure out a way to do them so that I'm not just sitting here working and you guys are just sitting there watching, because that's no fun. That's no fun for anybody. You want to have a conversation. So, I've got to work it out, and I will. I'll work it out. I promise I will. we'll find a way. I just have to figure out what that way is going to be. So I'm thinking maybe to cut that way down. And sometimes maybe this is the better piece to use. Yeah. Sometimes when you clip this, they want to fall apart. So you have to watch out for that too, because they're just taped on there with floral tape. I know I want something coming off of there, so let me see. Yeah, see, I'm having trouble with that, so I'm going to have to, if I don't mess this up now, glue all over my scissors. I want this to come out from underneath here. And that works. And then what I need to do is take a pearl, one of these brown pearls, and sit it in there. See how pretty that is? Oh my word, guys, look at that. Oh, goodness, goodness. Okay, on this side now, we want to do the same thing. If I could just get this whole thing in there, it would be wonderful, but I know that ain't gonna work. So we're gonna cut this, and I'm gonna lose that top pearl. I know that. It's the nature of the beast. So stick this in there, kind of have this bending downward like that. Kind of the shape of the pine cone. We don't need it sticking on up in the air. Have that like that. And then we're going to see if we can take this pearl here. So, I'm thinking about doing the other 2 eggs. I had said something to somebody in my comments because I really don't want to store the other 2 eggs. And I'm thinking about taking the other 2 eggs and creating 2 more pine cones. So I just need you to let me know in the comments if you want to see me do that, or I'm just going to use whatever ribbon I've got. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? I think I'm going to take this pearl here and I'm going to stick it right on the other side. Am I mumbling? I'm probably mumbling. I apologize because I'm probably mumbling. Because I'm thinking and talking out loud. So, oh. What is not to love? Seriously, what is not to love about this? Look at that. Can you all see that? How beautiful this is. Look at that. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. So even though I kind of have a wonky bow here, I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. I think I'm going to stick a pearl in there, one of these. I'll stick a gold one. So yeah, please let me know if you're at all interested in seeing more of this, seeing me do the other 2, because I'm thinking I probably just should do the other 2, because I don't want to store this. And then I forget I have it, and so then that's when you hear me say, oh, this has been around for years, because I put it somewhere to store it, and then I forget where I put it, And I've got this one loose pearl here. I think I'm going to stick that one loose pearl right up in there. This one right here. And then I'm going to say we're about done. And this is probably all the mess that you can stand to look at. And I don't blame you. I am to the point in my mess now where I can't function. But I know that if I start to clean up, I won't get videos done. So I'm between a rock and a hard place right now. Oh, speaking of videos, Index Card Friday will happen, and it will happen on Friday, but it may not be on at 6 a.m. I like to put my videos on at 6 a.m. Tomorrow, what is today? This is Tuesday. Tomorrow we have company coming from North Carolina. The entire family's coming for dinner, so, you know, I will catch, well, that's when this video's up. So usually it's Thursday when I do the video for Index Card Friday. So Thursday, Kirsten and I both get our hair done, and then we're going Christmas shopping. So if you don't see Index Card Friday, first thing in the morning on Friday, don't worry, it's coming. It'll come on Friday, even if I have to make it on Friday, and I'll just post it later that day. So don't stress and don't worry about it, because I will get it on. It just might be late. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking these tails need to be trimmed, but isn't this beautiful? I have anything up in there, and I don't really like that. So I think I do have this little piece here. I think, oh my, yes. Okay. We are putting that in there, and then I think we're going to call her quits. I could just keep going and going and going. I could really, really decorate this thing up. It's so easy to do. I really could. Look at that, guys. Let me look at it from up above. Oh, my goodness. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at that. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. That is about as pretty as they get. Look at that. I hope you're interested in making one of these. I just want to go over this. I was thinking about this last night when I was laying in bed. Let me unplug the hot glue gun so we don't want any kind of fire. I was thinking about this. This one here, I love how, and I'm hoping you can see it. This is all in a row. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the top. Okay, everything is in a row. And she started just like I did. She's got the 2 here and the 2 here. And then she went in between. And then once she went in between, well, yeah, she did. She went in between, and it gave her rows. I think her egg was small and her ribbon was wide. And I think that's why she was able to do that. Where if you look at mine, my egg is larger and my ribbon was, I think, smaller. And so my points are all over, just like this one. They're very random. There's no consistency. Like you might be able to find a little bit of a row there, but I don't have rows. I have, it's very random, just like me. So, I hope y'all try this. I hope you love it. You can see it was easy. There wasn't anything hard about this, and look at how absolutely gorgeous this is. This is, This just totally has to be cut. It's way too long. That's better. I kind of need to level them off. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It is so absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I am in love with this. Look at that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna say hugs, and I hope you really enjoyed this. I hope you can see it's just not hard. It's so beautiful, and if you have somebody you want to give a gift to, I mean, who wouldn't love this? Come on, really, who wouldn't love this? It's yeah. I mean, you could hang this off a mirror. You could hang this if you've got a key on an armoire or something like that. You could hang this off of it's just beautiful. So, yeah, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to say, have a wonderful, wonderful, happy, happy day. I have got to clear this so that I can start getting all my my index cards ready to be mailed. And I sold the set of 3 Tussie Mussies. I've got to get that packed up. So guys, take care of yourselves. Know that I'm thinking about you. Really, really appreciate your comments. Hugs, everybody. Bye.